Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the world of finance. So let's see what Southwest Gas Holdings is cooking. Today we're diving into a recent filing that involves a stock sale and a deal with a rather famous investor. It's about money changing hands, ownership percentages, and what it all means for the company and its shareholders. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can share your thoughts. This report is dated July 8, 2025. This is when Southwest Gas Holdings reported a significant event to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC. The SEC is the government organization that watches over companies and investments. It helps make sure everyone plays fair and shares important information. This filing is called an 8K, and companies use it to announce big news like a major sale. The big news here is that Southwest Gas Holdings sold shares of Centuri Holdings. Centuri is another company, and Southwest Gas used to own a large chunk of it. They sold a little over 1 million shares, which is like selling a piece of your pie. These shares were bought by investment groups connected to Icahn. Icahn is a well-known investor, famous for buying big stakes in companies and sometimes pushing for changes. Think of him as someone who likes to be in the driver's seat. This deal didn't just happen overnight. There was an agreement made back in June, a stock purchase agreement that laid out all the details like the price and the number of shares. These agreements are how companies agree to sell parts of companies to one another. This sale was a private placement. They didn't have to register with the SEC because it was a sale to a select few investors. It's like selling something to your neighbors without having to put it up for sale to the public. Because it was not public, it gets some exemptions. Southwest Gas made around $22 million from this sale. That's the money they got after any costs associated with selling the stock. It's a big number, but it's important to remember that Centuri, the company whose stock was sold, didn't get any of this money. It all went to Southwest Gas. After the sale, Southwest Gas still owns a lot of Centuri stock, about 52.1% of the company. Even after selling over 1 million shares, they still own more than half the company. Now, looking at these results more broadly, Southwest Gas seems to be making moves to adjust its investments. Selling off part of their Centuri stock gives them a quick boost of cash, about $22 million, which they can use for other things. This cash can be useful. They might invest in new projects, reduce debt, or simply keep it as a safety net. The deal with Icahn's group is also noteworthy. When a well-known investor buys into a company, it often attracts attention and can sometimes lead to changes in how the company is run. His involvement could mean some interesting developments for both Southwest Gas and Centuri in the future. But as for Centuri, even though their stock was sold, it's not their money to keep, meaning things are probably going to stay as before. One thing to keep an eye on is how Southwest Gas uses the money they got from the sale. Will they make wise investments, or will they end up regretting the decision to sell those shares? Also, Icahn's increased stake brings a touch of uncertainty. Will he push for big changes at Centuri, and how will that affect Southwest Gas as the majority owner? Alright, that's our breakdown of Southwest Gas Holdings' latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.